Mortgage 101, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. Go to rsrhomeselect.com, rsrhomeselect.com. That's what we're looking at right here. So let's look at this. We're going to look at a scenario here. The first scenario we're going to look at is we're going to look at a conventional loan. So I'm going to go and just try and put this in here on the fly and see if we can get it to work. Maybe I can't get it to work. I'm trying here. Okay, so let's see if we can try this again. So we're going to start a new simulation. We're going to go, it's going to be a purchase of a home, primary residence. And again, all of these things can be changed, but what we're looking at here is the value of the home is $400,000. We're going to do it as a 10% down. Yes, it will require a single premium mortgage insurance. And we're going to compare that to a 30-year loan. And I'm just going to put in, for educational purposes only, 7.25%. I have no idea what the rates are, what you qualify for. But remember, this loan does require qualifications. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The banks don't want you to know that this is a loan that's out there. They don't want that to know. I'm going to say that this household earns $2,500 a week after taxes. That's what they put into their bank. And we're going to put in there that they're able to save about 30% is, let's do 28%. I'm trying to get $3,000. So after they spend all their spending and whatnot, their living and their entertainment and their gas and their cars and all that, they're actually going to have $3,000 a month left over. Now, remember, we're comparing this to a 30-year fixed rate loan. Oh, look what happens when we hit the calculate button. So the 30-year fixed rate loan obviously is going to take 30 years to pay off. You're going to see that right here. You're going to make $524,000 in interest payments. But the Geneva Home Select product, again, go to rsrhomeselect.com, is going to pay this loan off in 7.6 years. You have total interest payments of $137,000, and you're going to save $386,000. Now think about that when you're buying a $400,000 home, saving $386,000. Now, the key here, and I've shared this with you before, is strategy beats rate always. Strategy beats rate always. When we go and look at something like this, we're realizing that, something, we don't have to do things the old-fashioned way. Now, let's see if I can put in here, return to results. I'm trying to find one of the screens. And again, you got to play with some of these things sometimes just to see where they are. But take a look at this. So if you look on this loan, after 24 months, the balance on the Home Select is $287,768. On a traditional 30-year loan, after 2 years, $352,000. Those are the type of things that we're looking for to try and share with you, to educate you on what these numbers mean to you. Now, I could show you if I could find out where the button is, but one of these buttons tells us right here that the effective interest rate, comparison loan effective APR, 2.282. 2.282 is the effective APR. So when people are saying, something, interest rates are really high right now, yeah, they're right, but maybe there's a better solution if you have the right strategy. Just throw that out there for you. Josh, do we have time to do one more? Okay, so let's do another one. Again, Mortgage 101, brought to you by Geneva Financial. And we're looking at the rsrhomeselect.com, rsrhomeselect.com. And we're going to click on Start Over, clear all the fields. I don't know if it's going to do that for me, so I'm going to push a different button. Let's take a look this time. We're going to look at an $800,000 purchase. So we're going purchase, home, primary residence, and we're going to compare that to, again, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do an $800,000 loan with a $640,000 loan amount. We're going to compare that to a 30-year fixed at 7.25% interest. Again, we don't know what the interest rates are going to be. All we know is the banks don't want you to know about this program. Why don't they want you to know about the program? because they don't make as much money. We're going to say that we got $3,500 a week being deposited into your account from all sources. That's after taxes because that's your deposit amount. And we're going to put in here that after you do all your household spending, mortgage and cars and everything else, you've got 32% left over. Whoa, look at this one. So now we've got, again, comparing to a 30-year mortgage at 7.25%. This time, by just doing what we're saying here, you're going to pay off in 8.3 years, and you're not going to send that bank $663,880. That's your savings if you just follow that exact formula that I just gave you. You're going to spend $931,732 in interest. Under the Home Select, you spend $267,851 in interest. So just take a look at some of these numbers. That one there has an effective APR of 2.48% on it. So we know that that's a big benefit right there. Again, that's an effective APR. And then the other thing that I want you to look at is the pay down table. And here's a big issue that nobody wants to talk about. So after 24 months, your loan balance is $525,000 under the Home Select versus $627,000 under the traditional 30-year mortgage. Now let's take this back to what I was talking about before, is that concept that we talked about before, where what happens if you lose your job and you have a mortgage? You have to keep making that payment every month, right? Well, under the Home Select product, if you've been going under this program that we've been talking about, you've got an extra $100,000 in liquidity under the program. So what if it, now here's an issue that I'm not even going to filter in. Let's say you're like a traditional company and you get a severance package of 60% of your salary. What are you going to do with that money? Well, you're going to stick it in a savings account, right? No, not when you have the Home Select. You're going to put it right into your mortgage account so that you're not making payments on that, so that you're not paying interest on all that money. Now, when you do that, you draw a salary out of your account so that you can use it to live while you go and get a new job. Your living expenses, obviously you're going to want to minimize your living expenses while you're looking for that new job, but you're going to be able to have all that money in there and you're not paying interest on it. That's the big benefit. That's the big beauty of the Home Select product. So just throw that out there for you.